we have. The media. In 1968, we could see body bags with people coming back from the war in Vietnam. We actually saw people being attacked with water cannons and dogs. I don't know if some of you have seen some of those clips, but we saw it live on TV. We saw all of that. Does that happen anymore? They own the media. That's the other thing they took away from us. And the saddest thing that they've copied from us is the grassroots organizing. We have always worked from the bottom up, from our community, struggling up. And now what do? They have bought that. Dick Armey has created this Tea Party. It is not a grassroots movement based on any love or principles. How many of the Tea Party people do you see on the weekends helping their white brothers and sisters who are homeless? How many of them? We are not on the other side of the issue. They are on a whole different plane from all of us. Because we are motivated by love. And they are motivated by hate and fear and suspicion. And so we have to be really clear about what is at stake here. They've taken the media. It's a right-wing, Glenn Beck, Dobbs, O'Reilly media. Even our own, quote, liberal media. Look at what they have to say. NPR and all of them alike, look at how much to the right they have moved. And I'll tell you, the only thing that keeps us alive with any hope are all of you. All of you who will not allow it. And I know it like I know that the sun is shining today, that it is you who are going to take back a road to justice, a road to real freedom, a road to where we can have education for everybody. That education is not going to be limited to just us, the people with money. And that's where we're going. And the way they did it too is unbelievable, to bankrupt so much, to put everything into deficit so high that now everybody's cutting education. Isn't that what they've told us? The deficit is so high, we don't have money, so we have to cut education. And so right now, 10 days of a hunger strike? By who? By all of you. By these dreamers in Phoenix and all over this country who have put immigration, consideration or reform back into the public light. Where was immigration before this? January, February, March. They told us it's dead, you can't talk about it. Who has put these issues back but you? All of the young people who have lived a life living the injustice. And that's why they don't want you to graduate. They don't want you to be citizens. They don't want you to be a lawyer, whatever it is that you want to be. Why? Why are they changing the DREAM Act so that now, and we're all pushing for the DREAM Act, but did you see that they changed it now? Instead of waiting 5 years, now you have to wait 10 years? What does that mean? They don't want the dreamers to vote. Why don't they want the dreamers to vote? It is because the dreamers and all of you have an entirely different perspective from what those people in power want. And so as today we're here, we've got to continue. Now the DREAM Act is set for vote, I guess, next week, but we cannot stop. And you know we cannot stop. You will all know what to do when the time comes, because we are in constant dialogue, we are in constant struggle, and we will know how much they're going to push. We will know then what we'll have to do. Are we going to just sit and take it? Are we going to just say, okay, they didn't pass the DREAM Act on Wednesday and we're just going to crawl back? No, we're not. No, we're not. And so we really are at a crossroads. We're at a crossroads in the history of this country. and about whether we're ever going to look at the wrongs that we've done, look at ourselves in a mirror, and look at the warts and diseases we have so we can attack them. We have to fight this notion that you look at a mirror and somehow you say, oh, we're the best country in the whole history of the entire history of the world. That we have to go back to our American values. Which values? Genocide of the indigenous or the Civil Rights Act? Denial of women's right to vote? Or, you know, something, affirmative action? Slavery? Which American values are we talking about? We have to get those American values and trash the ones we don't want. That's what we have to do. We have to demolish this, and we have to educate the broader public who is very ignorant of the history. They are ignorant of the history because, you know why they are ignorant of the history? Because that's how you control people. Look what they're doing to our ethnic studies. They don't want us to tell the truth. And we are committed to the truth because it's the only way to blast all injustice out into outer space is to maintain the truth. So I thank you very much. We will continue. I'm going to Phoenix to join those students in the hunger strike, and you guys are going in there, and together we will one day have justice in this country. So congratulations to all of you.